We are back with some more Seahawks legacy franchise, and we are entering our Week 12 bye week. Undefeated, 11-0, sitting at the top of the division. The 49ers are sitting at 7-3, and the Cardinals just beat the Ravens here in Week 12. So the Rams are at 6-5, Cardinals 3-8. So with the win next week, Week 13, we would have swept the Rams. And we would have swept the 49ers, which will lead us to closing out this division pretty soon because the Cardinals having a really tough season. If we can win that Week 13 game, we'll be in a really good spot at winning the division. Obviously, with how good our season's been so far, we're playing for that first round bye for the playoffs. We really, really need that. So we're going to quickly just run through, update everyone what's going on throughout the season so far, stats and, standings and stuff. Talk about the remaining schedule, and then get up out of here. It'll probably be a pretty short video. But first thing, we got a press conference here. Let's see what we got to talk about. Interesting. Any special plans for the week off? We got plus morale or minus awareness, plus XP minus stamina, or plus awareness minus stamina. I'm gonna say team bonding retreat. But the awareness goes down. But the morale will go up. I think the morale is more important than the XP. So I think I'm going to do morale. I think that's a little more important than the XP. I think, at least, hopefully. Plus 10 morale for all the players. Players are having a tough time getting back into the swing of things. Finally, get minus 5 awareness for all players in the next game. Okay, well, I guess we can live with that. But we're fully healthy heading into the bye, which is great news. We're going to start things off. Let's look at the standings here for all the divisions. Only undefeated team in the league right now, so that's good, great stuff there. We'll start on the AFC side. The AFC North, the Ravens won every single Super Bowl so far. He's sitting at 8-2. Steelers 5-5. Bengals 5-6. Browns 4-6. AFC South is led by the Colts, who are 8-3, Titans 7-3, Jags 7-4, Texans 2-8. The AFC East is led by the Bills at 8-2, Patriots 4-6, Dolphins 2-8, Jets 0-11, and the AFC West is led by the Chiefs at 7-3, Chargers 7-3, Raiders 5-6, Broncos 1-9. NFC North is led by the Lions 8-2, Vikings 6-4, Packers 3-7, and the Bears also 3-7. The NFC South is led by the Falcons at 7-4, Saints 6-4, Panthers 6-4, Buccaneers 2-10. NFC East led by the Eagles at 7-5, Dallas 6-5, Giants 3-7, football team 3-7, and the NFC West, which we just talked about. Us 11-0, 49ers 7-3, Rams 6-5, Cardinals 3-8. So we have a pretty good buffer on a lot of these NFC teams. If we can beat the 49ers and sweep them, we have the tiebreaker over them. We already have a tiebreaker over the Rams. We are playing the Lions later on, so if we beat the Lions, we'll get the tiebreaker over them, and that Lions game will be huge because he's the only team with 2 losses. So if we can beat the Lions, get a tiebreaker over him, and then everyone in the NFL will have 3 losses at least, we're going to be in a good spot to locking up that bye week early on where we can bench some of our starters, and kind of relax a little bit. Just got to keep stockpiling these wins. That's just all we got to do. No re-signs today. Let's talk about some stats, and then we'll finish it off by looking at our what's it called? Our freaking end of season schedule. I guess we can go. Let's do these first. Let's just bang this out. We have actually quite a bit of people in these top 10 categories for a lot of these stats, which is great. MVP so far is Josh Allen. We don't have any. Actually, we do. Joe Burrow's at 10. Coach of the year, the Jags are ahead of us. I don't know if that makes sense. He's lost 4 games. I'm undefeated. I don't quite understand that. I'm just going to skim through look at all the Bills over here. Look at all the Bills, man. Was basically leading like every category, which is just insane. But we'll breeze through the AFC side there so you guys can pause if you want. But there's Bills all over the place. NFC side, Offensive Player of the Year so far is Malik Willis with Joe Burrow at the 5 spot. Defensive Player of the Year is Kevin Byard at number 1. You love to see that. Max Crosby's at the 6 spot. 2 people in the top 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we got both of our rookies. Jacoby Blackstock at 1, Jamie Pearson at the 2. So they're just fighting for Offensive Rookie of the Year, which is exactly what you want to see. Defensive Rookie of the Year so far is Cliff Roberts. We got Tyrell Pollard at the 5 spot there. Best QB, Malik Willis. We got Joe Burrow at 3. Best running back is Cam Akers. I don't think we had... Oh, Landon did make it at 8. Okay. Jamie Pearson apparently is the best receiver. I did not know that, which is actually kind of crazy that he's actually up here as the best receiver. That's insane. Best offensive lineman, Zach Martin. We have Damian Lewis at the 4 spot, which is huge. It was our first time we've ever had a Seahawks lineman on the offensive line spot. Best defensive line, Max Crosby's at the 2 spot, which is what you love to see. If you hear my sister going crazy, I apologize. I don't know what the hell she's doing. Mike Douglas at the 8 spot, so 2 people in the top 10 for that. Ron Gray at the 1 spot for best linebacker. We got Jordan Brooks at the 3 there. Top 3, not too bad. Best DB right now is Kevin Byard at the 1. I mean, that's a huge trade for us. I mean, getting Kevin Byard, he's fit right in. Dustin Hopkins at the 7 for best kicker, so not too bad. Be interesting to see how those awards end. But let's get into the stats here. Joe Burrow's having a pretty solid season. 3,193 yards, 216 for 324, 27 touchdowns, 14 picks, a completion percentage of 66%. Not that bad. I mean, we've had 2 straight games with no picks, which is great. You love to see that. So hopefully we can continue that trend and have multiple games with no picks, because we've been throwing a lot of picks. But hey, 2 straight with no picks is what you love to see. Haven't really been able to run the ball as effectively as the past when we had Chris Carson, but Landon Williams I wouldn't say is doing bad. We were averaging over 100 yards a game with Chris Carson, and right now we are only averaging just under 60 with Landon. He does, I believe, he's second or he's first or second in rushing touchdowns, so he is scoring at a high rate in the league, but he's just not getting the yards, just aren't there. 3.5 is his average. Artie McKenzie's got a 3.1 average, so not the biggest average there. Joe Burrow's actually ranked quite a bit. 26 for 187 and 1 for Joe Burrow. We've had a couple end arounds for Pearson. You got a couple fullback runs. You got Christopher McKenzie sneaking in the game. Even Alex Taylor got a carry. So I think we're just spreading it out a little bit more. Chris Carson had a big time workload when he was with us. Jacoby Blackstock leads us in yards right now, which is just crazy. Both these rookies have an amazing season. Obviously, DK had a dislocated elbow. He missed 3 or 4 games with that. It says 3, I guess. So I guess he's missed 3 games. But even that, I mean, DK is kind of underwhelmed. I don't know if people are just focusing on him more and trying to shut him down, and that's leaving like these 2 wide open nonstop, or I genuinely do not know what's happening, but I'm sure DK will have his games later on in the season, even in playoffs. I'm sure he'll have his games where he makes himself known, becomes a beast, but these 2 rookies are just balling out, man. Jacoby Blackstock, 52 for 918 and 9. Jamie Pearson, 56 for 857 and 10. I mean, they're both having amazing seasons. Even Alex Taylor's not doing that bad. 23 for 348 and 1. Made a couple big time plays. Freddie Swain's even getting in here. 18 for 290 and 2. So not too bad. Artie's coming out of the backfield. Landon's coming out of the backfield. We got Disley with a couple catches. We got the fullback with some catches. But these 2 are the ones that jump out. These 2 are just dominating everyone right now as a rookie. Sacks allowed. I'm curious. Okay, 2 sacks out of 3 games. That's not too bad. That is not too bad, man. I will definitely take that. Ben Greenfield, he's always leading us in sacks, man. He really is. For some reason, that man gives up sacks. Tackles for loss leader for us is Max Crosby with 16. Our tackle leader is Jordan Brooks with 66. I think Max, he's also our sack leader with 10. We got 6.5 from Mike Douglas, 5 from Puna, 4.5 from Jordan, 3 from Tyrell Pollard, 2 from Ruben, and 1 from Ernest, and 1 from Alton Robinson. So we got sacks everywhere, which is amazing. Leading us in picks is Kevin Byard with 10. He leads the league in picks right now. DJ Reed's got 4, Gilmore with 3, Marquise with 2, Jordan, Ruben, Ernest, Spencer, Najee, and Ryan Neal all with 1 interception there. Forced fumbles, we got plenty of that. Gilmore's got 3, Jordan with 3, Tyrell with 3, Marquise with 2, Kevin, Spencer, Najee, Max, and Mike Douglas all with 1 forced fumble as well. The amount of turnovers is insane, man. Even the touchdowns. I mean, this is probably the most defensive touchdowns I've had, and we're not even at the end of the season yet, so there could be even more. Gilmore's got 1, Jordan, Marquise Blair, Kevin Byard, Mike Douglas, DJ Reed, and Ernest Jones all have touchdowns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensive touchdowns. which is it's just crazy, man. Dustin's made all of his kicks, only missed one extra point, so he's been a really good signing for us. Michael Dixon had to take one just because when our rookie came in, he was being a freaking bum. I guess we got 13 punts inside the 20. That's not too bad, I guess. That doesn't seem too bad. Love to see this. You love to see this finally getting, a big return on kick return. It's about time. I mean, it's about time. Jamie Pearson just making plays all over the field. Got that 96-yard kick return for a touchdown. You love to see it. Even making some decent punts, 17-yard punt return. That's not too bad. 6.6 average. I think that might be the highest we've ever had, to be honest. We'll go over just the leaders in these stats. We'll just skim over it just so you guys can see who's kind of going in right now. Passing yards, we got Kyler, 3,775 yards. Touchdown leader is Josh Allen with 36. Interception leader is Jake Taylor, the rookie, with 27. The rushing leader is Cam Akers with 1,158. And yeah, a couple people passed me because Landon was in first. He's in fourth right now, but a couple people ahead of him there in touchdowns. Receiving leader, we got Hunter Long, 1,113 yards. Reception leader is Devontae Smith with 63. Touchdown leader, Stephon Diggs with 14. We'll skip the blocking. Defensively, tackle leader, Isaiah Simmons. Tackle for loss leader, Ed Oliver's got 26. Goddamn. And he leads in sacks. That man's having a season, 12.5 sacks. Jesus. Pick leader, like I said, Kevin Byard. Forced fumble leader, we got Aiden Hutchinson with 6. Jeez, that man's just stripping it. The Bucks, dang, he's only 84%. He's been missing some kicks. The Buccaneers been missing some kicks, man. Look at the Jets, almost 2K in punting yards. That man's a monster. 2 kick returns, huh? This guy's crazy. This Carl Childers guy, rookie. That guy's crazy. Jamie Pearson with 1. Any punt returns? I love to see these. Any? Nope. What's the longest? 28 yards. I was going to say punt returns are difficult, man. They are tough. For some reason, they just are always one of the hardest things to come by. But we're going to end it with just showing you our remaining schedule, and we'll get out of here. Like I said, after the bye, we got the 49ers. That's a big one. The Lions game. So this game might be happening around Memorial Weekend, which I will be gone for about 4 to 5 days, roughly around there. So there's a chance that the Lions game, I might not be able to stream, and I'm going to have to play it when I'm out of town, and then I'll have to either update you guys on what happened, or maybe I can stream without my audio and then cut it and then at least give you guys the gameplay. But there is a small chance that you guys will probably miss the Lions game. Either miss it, or I'm going to have to upload a video with no audio. It's going to be something like that. 49ers, I believe I can play right before I leave, but then it just depends on how long the advance is. If it's a fast advance, I'll probably have to play the Lions game out of town. So you guys will probably miss that, which sucks because it's a big game, big NFC game. But hopefully I can at least record it, and that way you guys can at least get gameplay. You just won't hear me talk. And then after that, we got the Chiefs, the Cardinals, the Vikings, and the Bills. So we got some big-time AFC opponents at the end of the season. But, I mean, if all goes well and we can win maybe these next 3, there's a chance that we don't even need to play our starters for the remaining 3 games. So we'll just have to see, how it plays out. If we can bench the starters for the last 3, I think that'd be pretty crazy if we got the first-round bye locked up that early. But just, like I said, just all depends on how everything else plays out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.